Mic check, mic check. I think we're good. Cut. What's up, y'all? We back in the lab. We back in the studio. I'm your host, Robert Marbury. This is the Captain's Log Podcast. Excuse me, y'all. It's late, so I'm dragging a little bit of butt tonight. But I got to get on here. Got to record. It's been a minute. I'm trying something new. As always, I'm trying something new, so bear with me. If you haven't already, make sure please follow, subscribe, man, to my podcast. Y'all all I got, man, so look out for me, man. All right. So let's get into it, man. I got my cup poured. Let's talk some sports. Washington football team. Chase Young out for the year. God. Torn ACL in the knee. I don't know. He wasn't really playing to me, he wasn't playing as good as last year, you know what I mean? But I guess that's how it is. When you're a rookie, you know what I'm saying? And then you get in the game, you do good, and then next year they done figured your ass out. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what it is. I think ever since they played the Buccaneers last year when he was screaming, I want Tom Brady, they had Gronkowski blocking his ass the whole game. Been kind of quiet ever since, you know what I mean? So speedy recovery to him, man. I mean, we did actually end up just beating the Buccaneers where we had, he had a good game. He went down. But he came back out on the field, man, and he watched my man Heineke, a.k.a. Hindpots, you know what I mean, watched him bring home the W. So we'll see what's going on, man. They got Carolina this weekend. As everybody know, Cam Newton is back. So, Cam Newton, Ron Rivera, homecoming, man. It's a home game. It's going to be crazy. And, Cam off this, I'm back. So we're going to see what he's doing, though, man. Anyway, on to my Wizards. My Wizards are 11-5 right now. 11-5. I think if not the best record in the East, the second best to Miami. Well, they just beat Miami, so I think as of now they got the best record in the East. Just want to take this time to just say how proud I am of the organization for saying, you know what, it's time to go ahead and fire Scott Brooks. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go ahead and bring some fresh legs in here. It's time to bring in a new coach. It's time to bring in some good players. I am so happy with the pickups, how they playing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not too much KCP, but he's still coming along. I'm so happy the way they playing. You know what I'm saying? Like we winning games. We ain't had this record since the fucking 70s. So I'm really, really happy about it, man. Brad Beal, he still got some adjusting to do. You know what I'm saying? With Dinwiddie, who can score just as many points as Brad. You know what I'm saying? With Kuz, who can score, maybe around similar to the same amount of points as Brad. With Trez, who can score about as many points as Brad. I think he's just adjusting to not having to attempt to drop 40 a night. So just with that, man, like they definitely a lot of poor shooting. A lot of jack and threes, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if one person hitting, man, you just got to feed him. What they're doing is you got one person that's hitting. Let's just say Kuz hitting. Kuz been hitting the last couple games. So Kuz hitting. Now Bill, he want to try see if he can hit. And then Bill end up going 1 for 7 or some shit. Or Dinwiddie. Or it's like, all right, bro, if one person hitting, dog, just feed him. Like you get yours the next night. You know what I mean? So again, I think that's an adjustment. They have to, just get to know each other a little bit more. But Harold coming off the bench, Trez coming off the bench is great. I know they started him the other night against Miami. In Miami, I didn't agree with that. Like, bro, you got it. You have a system. Let Gafford start. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. Even if Gafford ain't scoring that many points, you bring Trez in, and he going to give you 20 off the bench. You started him. I think he still gave him 20, but they just was playing real raggedy. But they just won. They just won by 3. So, hail to the Wizards. What else? Oh, Rui. So Rui's back practicing, man. I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do with Rui. Yeah, I know old Rui back in practice. He has some mental health stuff going on. Handle your business. But how does Rui fit in the lineup? Like, explain to me, like, where are you gonna put him? Are you gonna come in and you're gonna put him over Kuzma? Because they play the same position. So he's a 4. So Kyle Kuzma, 6'10", pretty much playing some pretty good basketball. You're gonna put him on the bench, or you're gonna have him come. You're gonna have him come behind Kuz. Because honestly, with all these people we got on the bench, man, a bunch of unsung heroes on that joint. Like, I think we just need to go ahead and see if we can trade Rui, man. I don't think we need him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also worried about TB, Thomas Bryant. Now, we only kind of run it with 2 centers. So it's like, yeah, I can see him coming back. But, I mean, do we need him? You know what I'm saying? Do we need TB? I love his energy, but we got plenty of energy. We got more than enough energy now. So I think it sucks, man, with these injuries, man, when shit like this happens. But we trying to win, bro. So I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking around and try and trade Rui and TB unless they're gonna get rid of somebody. And I think if they were to try to get rid of one of the players they picked up, it'd probably be KCP. I ain't seen enough from him yet, but I mean it's still early. But we'll see. So let's just move on to some society and culture. I'm not gonna get too much into this, but I am gonna speak on it though. So Kyle Rittenhouse, man, found not guilty on all charges. A lot of posts I see online say, I'm not surprised, I'm not surprised, I'm not surprised. I'm going to go ahead and throw my 2 cents in there and say I'm not surprised either. First and foremost, I wasn't really following that shit because it happened a while ago, so I kind of forgotten about it. Sorry. But only thing I just saw a couple of clips with him doing his fake crying shit and all this, and then the judge was acting kind of weird, and then the jury only had one black person. You know what I'm saying? So once I saw the jury, I'm like, yeah, they probably gonna let his ass go. I didn't think they was just gonna let him completely go, but I thought they was just gonna hit him with maybe whatever the lowest charge crime they can get him with. But this motherfucker walked away scot-free. So I'm just like, so you can get dropped off, you know what I'm saying, by your parents in a town that you don't live in, you know what I'm saying, with a rifle or, whatever you want to classify it as, and supposedly defend yourself and like kill 2-3 people. Letting shit like that slide, bro. It's like who's to say? Now you're kind of just making it look like it's okay for the other, thousands of people out here to contemplate doing the same shit. With like shit, if my man Rittenhouse got off, we good out here. We just got to make sure that somebody kind of rushing in our direction and that we can blow their ass away out in the street. So, Steve Kerr said it. He said it right, man. He said we're headed down a dark path. Yes, the fuck we are, dog. Yes, we are. And it was something funny today, man. I was on social media, man, and I was watching everybody, make their posts. I didn't make a post about it because I just didn't feel like arguing with nobody. Because I'm just like, I just think at this point, man, this is where we at, man. All we can do is just try to band together, man. Just try to be a better people. But it's just not gonna happen. We just shit like this just continues to divide us. But I seen one of my mans made a post just like, oh yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse got off. I'm not surprised. And then I saw like all these people was like jumping in the comments, like, pretty much backing him. And I'm like, bruh. First of all, who are these people on your fucking friend list, bruh? Like, look, this is my thing, bruh. Like, I only keep like-minded individuals around me, dog. So if it's people like that lurking on your friend list, bruh, please do your fucking do your quarterly friend list cleaning. Like, it ain't like fucking Instagram or TikTok where you want as many followers you can get. Facebook is more personal, you know what I'm saying? So when you got goofies like that on there saying all this other shit, like one guy said some shit, I can't remember it. He was like, if he was black, CNN would be praising him. What the fuck are you even talking about, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit is stupid, man. So again, I'm not gonna get into it, man, but it's gonna be you can believe that it's gonna be a lot more protecting myself incidents going on in the future that this motherfucker just walked. Moving on, man. Let's get into music, man. Young Dolph, man, murdered in his hometown of Memphis, man. My condolences go out to the family, bro. Some sad shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I didn't listen too much Young Dolph's music outside of what I heard on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Good flow. You know what I mean? Just homegrown dude. You know what I mean? For what I've seen, what I've been told. You know what I'm saying? He was about his community. He was about uplifting his area. Building rec centers, handing out turkeys and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And again, I don't know the whole story. I don't know anything. I know what y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got taken out. You know what I mean? Killed that man. That man had kids, family, all that. So I'm just, this is to me, this is what makes it hard, like being a celebrity, bro. Like, especially being a rapper, dog. Like, you ever noticed, dog? I think this is something. I think either Nori said that, or it was Gilly the Kid said that. Like, bro, like rap is it's the only culture, bro, where like motherfuckers be getting murdered. You don't hear about this shit in like no other genre of music, and it's like, why is that? You know what I'm saying? It's like you go out here, you come from the mud. You know what I'm saying? You put out some, you know what I mean? If you want to be a trapper, let's just say you're a trap rapper. You're a trap nigga, you're a trap rapper. You know what I'm saying? You in the streets, you are the streets, you been there, and you put that shit on wax, man, put it out, and motherfuckers is feeling it, and you blow the fuck up. You blow up, you hot shit for a while, and what you do? You start wanting to get back to your community, and you feel like, well, shit, I grew up here. You know what I'm saying? So I can be out here, I'm walking around, I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm out, the people love me, you would think that. And all of a sudden you get fucking gunned down, bro. Like, and it's just like when this shit happens, bro, it just makes you question. It's like, why even give back, bro? Like, why even come back around your hood? You know what I'm saying? And if shit like this is gonna happen, this ain't the fucking first time it's happened. This is it's happening, and it's gonna keep happening. Why? Like, why? What don't we know? You know what I'm saying? What do we not know that validates this man deserving to get shot, deserving to die? Please let me know, because I don't see nothing valid. Like, let me know what this guy did so bad that you had to gun him down. You know what I mean? And so my question to y'all is this: it's like, okay, let's say you in the same position. You from the mud, you from the hood. Again, you came up, you famous. You're rich. You're a celebrity. You well known. You up there with the bigs. You up there with the Jay-Z's and the Rick Rosses and the Drakes. And so would you be the person who was like, well, I grew up here. I grew up in Burtonsville, Maryland. That's where I grew up. It ain't no hood. I grew up in Burtonsville, Maryland. So even though I'm a millionaire and all this, I'm going to walk around. I'm going to chill. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no security. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here amongst my people. And I'm going to give back, you know what I'm saying, for a situation like this to potentially happen. Or are you going to be the guy who, same situation, you grew up where you grew up, you made it big, and then you move away and you like never come back. But you may just kind of donate to some shit here and there. Which one you going to be? You want my opinion? Of course you do. I just feel like if I got to go back to my neighborhood, and with these days, you got to have security. If I got to walk around a place that I grew up, my original sandbox, and I got to have 3, 4, 5 security with me just to be amongst my people, I'm just not coming back, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and move to Cali with the rest of the rich snobs. It is what it is, and I'll just donate some money and say, hey, you go ahead and handle that and say it's from me. It is what it is, bro. If that's what's gonna help me make it to 90 years old, then so be it. Because in this day and age, bro, it don't matter how fucking genuine you are. It don't matter how much of a good person. It don't matter how much it means to your people that where you grew up to see you out there for the same bullshit to happen. So, you know what I'm saying? I seen some shit on Instagram today, man. It was a video of Shy Glizzy. I don't know where he was at, but it was a girl, and she was like, "Oh shit, it's Shy Glizzy." He turned around and was like, "Hey, don't record me." Fuck no, don't record me, bro. This shit, same shit just happened. You know what I'm saying? Videos show up with Dolph at and shit, and all of a sudden he fucking dead, bro. Nah, don't record me, bro. It's a rough life, bro. Like y'all really want to be celebrities? You really want to do that shit? You really want to live that life? Like, you gotta have security with you everywhere, bro. What kind of life is that? Like security, I need you everywhere with me. I'm going to take a shit. I need you standing out front of the door, make sure they don't get me. Hey, I'm going at Whole Foods. I need you to come in there and make sure they don't get me while I'm picking up some bananas. Man, that shit not worth it, bro. I always said if I could have a certain amount of money, dog, I would say, look, just let me make about $250 a year. 250,000 will make me bougie, but it'll still keep me humble, and it'll keep me humble enough that I ain't on. I'm not on no millionaire shit. That's all I need. 250,000 a year for the rest of my life. Well, cost of living increase. You know what I'm saying? So probably 300. 250, 300,000 to keep me humble, man, and keep me out of a situation where I don't have to be fucking looking over my shoulders, bro. Like, again, this is fucking tragic. And again, my condolences to young Dolph, his family, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who really mourning this loss, man. You really see, like, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at TikTok, and I know I see a lot of white people, you know what I'm saying, posting the song and shit. But, man, when you hot, bro, when you hot, you hot. Everybody love you. And I don't think they on there doing the shit for the clout. Like, they legitimately playing the songs, you know what I'm saying, word for word verses, man. So, it fucking sucks, man. So, let's just stop fucking killing each other, bro. Let's stop killing each other, man. Let's start loving each other. Let's laugh. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get on here and laugh, bro. But this is really not a laughing episode. I had so much other shit I wanted to talk about, but this shit is so draining, bro. It's draining, bro. We got to do better. You know what I mean? But that's all I got, man. Have a good night. Capping out.